Hi, welcome back to Jen's Jungle. I'm Jen, and today I'm here with my Tenrec, Teddy. Meet Teddy. When most people see Teddy, they think one thing: hedgehog. But Teddy is in fact more closely related to elephants than hedgehogs. Teddy is a lesser hedgehog Tenrec, a confusing name for an animal which is not a hedgehog. He is a small mammal, originally from Madagascar, and he is just one member of the amazing and diverse Tenrec family. So today, Teddy is going to help teach us all about his wild counterparts. Tenrecs are small mammals that are amazingly diverse in so many ways. They are originally mainly from Madagascar, however a few are found on nearby islands and a few are found on the mainland of Africa. They are endemic, meaning they are not found anywhere else in the world. They are all part of the Tenrecidae family, and their scientific classification is as follows. They are from the kingdom Animalia, the phylum Chordata, the class Mammalia, the infoclass of Euphria, the superorder of Aphrophria, and the suborder Tenrec-morpha. And this forms the Tenrecidae family. Apologies if I've said that wrong. Scientific classifications are a bit hard to pronounce, but I'll also pop their classification up on screen. So this is a Tenrec family, and it is split into three subfamilies: the Geogale, the Orlisungtini, and I'm sure I've pronounced that wrong, and the Tenrecina. There are in total around 30 different types of Tenrecs. The large-eared Tenrec, short-tailed shrew Tenrec, Conan shrew Tenrec, Druidard shrew Tenrec, Dryad shrew Tenrec, Glacial shrew Tenrec, Naked nose shrew Tenrec, Jenkins shrew Tenrec, Northern shrew Tenrec, Major's long-tailed shrew Tenrec, Web-footed Tenrec, Montane shrew Tenrec, Nassau shrew Tenrec, Pygmy shrew Tenrec, Greater long-tailed shrew Tenrec, Lesser long-tailed shrew Tenrec, Least shrew Tenrec, Shrew-toothed Tenrec, Tavia shrew Tenrec, Thomas shrew Tenrec, Dobson shrew Tenrec, Talasax shrew Tenrec, Mole-like rice Tenrec, Four-toed rice Tenrec, Lesser hedgehog Tenrec, Highland streak Tenrec, Lowland streak Tenrec, Greater hedgehog Tenrec, and the tailless Tenrec. There is also the Potamongali family on mainland Africa, and some scientists now class these as Tenrecs, although this is debatable. This group includes the giant otter shrew, the Nimba otter shrew, and the Guernsey otter shrew. As you can see in the pictures, Tenrecs vary greatly in how they look. They are one of the most varied groups in terms of body plan. This is due to the adaptive and divergent evolution, when a species become more distant due to different selection pressures. Selection pressures are the challenges that animals face that impact natural selection, such as temperature, food availability, and predation. So originally, the first Tenrecs on Madagascar all settled in slightly different areas and faced slightly different pressures. As such, over millions of years, they have adapted to become really unique little creatures in all shapes and sizes. Tenrecs have become so varied that many of them more closely resemble completely unrelated creatures than other Tenrecs. Many of them resemble shrews, moles, hedgehogs, otters, or other small mammals. This is not because they are genetically linked to those animals in any way. Instead, it is due to convergent evolution. Convergent evolution occurs when organisms that aren't closely related evolve similar features or behaviours. This is due to facing similar natural selection pressures. The process can result in similar body shapes, colours, patterns, or abilities. This often happens due to separate species in separate parts of the world facing similar selection pressures. The two species evolve similar characteristics to overcome these challenges through natural selection, and over time begin to resemble each other, even though genetically they are unrelated. This is why Teddy looks a bit like a hedgehog. Tenrecs can vary in size from being teeny tiny. The pygmy true Tenrec is around 5 grams and is about the size of a crisp. And this can go up to the size of a small dog, like the tailless Tenrec, which is the largest member of the Tenrec family. Some Tenrecs have fur, some Tenrecs have spikes or spines, some Tenrecs have long tail, others have very short tails or no tails at all. The number of claws they have, the length of their snout, head and body shape and colours all vary from different members of the Tenrec family. They are amazingly diverse set of animals. Even the number of vertebrae they have can vary, with the long-tailed shrew Tenrec having 52 vertebrae in their tail alone, more than any mammal ever known. Their tail is also semi-prehensile and may be used to help them climb. This vast difference in the appearance of Tenrecs comes from the fact that they are one of Madagascar's earliest inhabitants after it broke away from Gondwana, their ancient supercontinent of Africa. As the island broke away, they had little competition from other small mammals, so they evolved in a great variety of forms to take advantage of the whole island and the varied ecological niches across the island. It is believed that the first Tenrecs were washed onto the island from mainland Africa, hence why Tenrecs occupy Madagascar, but also some other small islands and some parts of mainland Africa. Their common ancestor probably lived 29 to 37 million years ago. They split from their closest relatives, the African otter shrews, around 47 million years ago. Due to this early break away from the mainland, some 165 million years ago, and the early development of the Tenrec, they can be seen as primitive compared to mainland mammals. They pose a cloaca, a single orifice for urinary and excretory purposes. Although this is common in reptiles, birds and some amphibians, it is rare in placental mammals. Mammals which young develop within the body within a placenta. They also have a low body temperature, and many Tenrecs do not maintain body temperature and cool down when at rest. Males also do not possess external testes. Many believe they also have a relatively small and poorly developed brain. Some evidence suggests that they are so primitive that their brain may even lack a corpus callosum, the part of the brain which communicates between the two hemispheres. Tenrecs are nocturnal, meaning they sleep in the day and are awake at night. Many Tenrecs also have poor eyesight and depend greatly on other senses such as smell and sound. They are generally shy and solitary and spend most of their active time foraging for food. Many are defensive creatures and curl up in a tight ball. Others are more aggressive and will emit loud clicking noises, charge towards the spikes, or attack other creatures. They can live in tree hollows, underground burrows, or other small, safe, private areas. Many Tenrecs, like the lesser hedgehog Tenrec, go through torpor, which is a state of hibernation-like inactivity. Their heartbeat, respiration, and temperature all decrease in order to conserve energy. They do this in the cold season, normally for about 3 to 5 months when food is scarce. They emerge usually in October at the start of the mating season. This is another area in which Tenrecs are greatly varied. Some Tenrecs seem to be monogamous, only having one partner, whereas others seem to be polygamists, having multiple partners. They all have long gestations, often double compared to similar-sized animals. A shrew-sized Tenrec will have a gestation period of 8 weeks compared to 3 to 4 weeks of the actual shrew. Litter size is completely varied as well. A Highland shrew may have as little as 1 baby at a time, whereas the tailless Tenrec can have up to 32. This is more than any other mammal. Tenrecs also have a different rate of development. Many develop relatively slow. However, the lowland streak Tenrec develops much faster and can become reproductively active at only 25 days old. Interestingly, Tenrecs' permanent teeth do not completely erupt until adulthood. This is just one of several features that they share with elephants. There's no specific term to differentiate between males, females, and young. They are simply referred to as male Tenrec, female Tenrec, and baby Tenrec. The average lifespan of a Tenrec seems to be around 10 years old, although this does vary greatly amongst the different types. Lifespan is mainly determined by their metabolism rate, their defenses against predators or lack of defenses, and the susceptibility to disease. Due to being such a diverse group of creatures, they are all unique and some have really extraordinary abilities. The lowland shriek Tenrec can rub their spikes together to make ultrasonic or chirping sounds. This is called stridulation. This is believed to be used to communicate with young through their dense forest habitats. They are also one of the brightest coloured Tenrecs. Common and tailless Tenrecs can have up to 30 babies at a time, which is more than any other mammal, and they have 36 nipples, also more than any other mammal. Shrew Tenrecs are believed to be able to echolocate. Like bats and whales, this might help them find food in complete darkness. The web-footed Tenrec is a skilled swimmer. They spend their nights in streams around the island, occasionally snacking on tadpoles. All Tenrec species are omnivores, but particularly insectivores. So Tenrecs eat invertebrates, worms, insects, and similar. They're opportunistic feeders and forage both on the ground and in trees. Some are known to eat other small mammals, such as small rodents, for example mice, and some larger Tenrecs might even eat smaller Tenrecs. Some species have developed more specialised diets. The streaked Tenrec eats soft-bodied invertebrates, such as earthworms. Large-eared Tenrecs dig through dead wood to find termites. Aquatic Tenrecs find their prey in fresh water, such as aquatic insect larvae, crayfish, and even tadpoles. So as I mentioned, Tenrecs are mainly from Madagascar, with a few being from nearby islands and mainland Africa. They occupy a diverse range of environments, including aquatic, water, arboreal, trees, and terrestrial, on land. Some are phosphoral, meaning they are burrowing. Many Tenrecs are found in forest habitats, but other Tenrecs are found in rainforests, arid deserts, fresh water, and even rice fields. Because they're one of the earliest occupants of Madagascar, they were able to spread across the island, and they now live all across the islands and have taken advantage of many ecological niches there. Most Tenrecs are not endangered and are in fact listed as at least concern. However, 6 species are threatened with extinction, and all Tenrecs face many dangers which are leading them to be increasingly at risk. Naturally, Tenrecs are prey for many animals, including birds and snakes. Large Tenrecs will even eat smaller Tenrecs. However, the real dangers to Tenrecs are the unnatural threats. Humans are having a significant impact to the Tenrec population and habitats in multiple ways. Tenrecs are hunted for bushmeat and eaten by humans. They can also be killed by domesticated cats and dogs and other animals that humans have introduced to the islands. This is not natural predation. This is unnatural and can cause a drastic drop in their population. Tenrecs and their habitats are also threatened by agricultural practices, like slash and burn. Uncontrolled fires can be deadly for Tenrecs, and logging. In the past 20 years, 29% of Madagascar's forests have disappeared. Research predicts that 38 to 93% of the forest present in 2000 could disappear by 2050. Tenrecs are also at risk from the introduction of non-native animals and plants, which outcompete Tenrecs for resources and disrupt the natural food chain. Finally, climate change is altering the Tenrecs' habitats, and many, especially mountain-dwelling species, it is pushing them out to their natural habitats and at great risk. All species of Tenrecs are very specially adapted to their unique environment, and this has taken millions of years. And any slight change in the environment can have a devastating on the effect of the populations. The rapid rate of current climate change means Tenrecs that have evolved over millions of years do not have time to adapt to the changes in climate and can face extinction as a result. Tenrecs face many of the same dangers as other animals from Madagascar. Madagascar is an amazing place, full of amazing animals and plants, but all of them are at risk and need to be closely monitored and protected in order to survive and thrive. So myself and Teddy hope you've enjoyed learning a little bit more about the amazing Tenrec family. They are really amazing creatures. Next time we'll be looking at keeping Tenrecs as pets and why they make great, or maybe not so great, no offence Teddy, little companions. As always, please like, follow and subscribe to keep up to date with the Jungle Gang. But from now, it's bye from me and bye from Teddy.